So hey everyone, so today we are going to discuss about CCNA CCNP course content. Okay, so I hope you guys can see my screen. It's clear and visible. Okay, great. So let's talk about the course content. So it is a combination of CCNA plus CCNP, CCNA plus CCNP and RC. Okay. So what is CCNA CCNP, sir? Yes. Okay. So if you are not if you are beginner, okay, so if you are a beginner, if you don't know what is this CCNA or CCNP and RC, so this is a combination batch where you can become a network engineer, or if you really want to switch your career into IT networking. So what I am going to deliver, there is a combo batch where I'm going to deliver the CCNA plus CCNP and RC content. Okay. So look, this is what we call network engineer program, CCNA, CCNP and RC plus TAC engineer preparation. Okay. So where you can be ready for the TAC interview. So we will be covering this day one, where we are going to talk about the network fundamentals, like what is router, switches and all. Okay, and after that we are going to discuss about IP addressing in detail. Okay, we will be talking about subnetting. Okay, like how like big companies divide their company network into smaller parts. Okay, so we are going to discuss about IP addressing. After that we are going to discuss about what is router basic, how to configure a router, what is static routing, what is default routing. Okay, and also we will be going to start after these 2-3 classes. After 3 classes, the level 2 will begin. Okay, so after 3 classes, the level 1 will be completed. Okay, and after that, we will be going to start the level 2. So, what is level 2? So, level 2 basically means the basics in more detail. तो बहुत ज़्यादा डिटेल में हम बेसिक्स पढ़ रहे होंगे. So we will be covering the basics in detail. So it is going to take around 12-13 hours to cover all the important topics. Like you will be going to learn about what is ARP, what is UDP, IP header, ICMP. Okay, you will be going to learn about TCP, FTP, DHCP. Okay, so means all the interview questions will be like you will be getting ready for the interview preparation for networking. Not just network engineer, you will be going to prepare for the TAC engineer. Okay, so if you don't know what is TAC, okay, अगर आपको पता नहीं है TAC क्या होता है, so there are like 3 types of engineers in the market. So the first level is like first you can say these are called network engineers. Okay, and these guys are working in the enterprise means like they are working for companies. Okay, we'll talk about they are working for their own companies. Okay, suppose you join a company, maybe like Nestle. Okay, or maybe you join a company like maybe Pepsi. Okay, you maybe join a company like some other company like maybe Infosys. Okay, so these companies are hiring for network engineers enterprise, and there are other companies which are called like ISP, basically network engineers, which hire ISP level of knowledge is required. So ISPs are hiring network engineers. They are called service provider network engineers. Service provider network engineers. And the companies are hiring like maybe in India, Airtel, Jio, okay, Vodafone, okay, and there are all big international companies also in India, like Colt, okay, like Colt is there, AT&T is there, they have office in India, CenturyLink, they have office in India. Okay, and British Telecom, many of you heard about British Telecom, Orange. Okay, so these companies are looking for service provider network engineers. Okay, the guys who have good knowledge on OSPF, BGP. Okay, these kind of things. And the third level of companies are called TAC engineers. So they are like network engineers, but they are called technical assistance center engineers. So TAC engineers. Okay, so what is TAC engineer? So TAC engineer is like suppose you work for Nestle, okay, आप नेस्ले के लिए काम करते हो बट आपकी कंपनी में प्रॉब्लम है, ओके, यू गॉट सम प्रॉब्लम इन द नेस्ले नेटवर्क and you are not able to fix the issue and you guys are using Cisco routers. So what will happen if you can't fix the issue? You will call Cisco and that call will go to the TAC engineers, and there are like TAC engineers level 1, level 2, level 3 and some other advanced levels also. Okay, so when you are not able to fix, like maybe if you work for Airtel, okay, and as an Airtel engineer, if you can't fix the issues in Cisco devices, or maybe there is some problem in the hardware, you are going to call the TAC engineers. They are going to rectify your problem. Okay, so means they are the expert of this router. They are the expert of the product. Okay, because network engineers are not experts. They are like they can configure routers, which is firewalls, but they are not the expert of the devices. Okay, they are not the expert of the devices. The same way service providers are not going to be the expert of the router and switches, but they have knowledge where they can manage ISP networks, and these guys have good knowledge so that they can manage enterprise networks. And these stack engineers are basically they work for OEMs. OEM stand for original equipment manufacturer, like Cisco, Juniper, okay, uh, Fortigate, Palo Alto. So these are big companies who make products, who make routers, switches, firewalls. So the companies who create, who manufacture devices, they hire TAC engineers. Okay. तो जो कंपनी राउटर स्विचेस फायरवॉल बनाती है वही टैक इंजीनियर्स को हायर करती है, बाकी कंपनीज नहीं करती हैं. तो मे बी सम कंपनीज आर हायरिंग ऑन थर्ड पार्टी, बट नॉर्मली ऑल कंपनीज those who are looking for TAC engineers are OEM, means the companies who manufacture the router switches and firewall devices. Okay, so coming back to the point, in short, what we discuss here, so there are three types of jobs you can apply. Like you can become a network engineer in the enterprise industry. Okay, and there is a service provider network engineers. Okay, I'll write the short form of service provider network engineer. Okay, and the third level you can apply for TAC engineer. Okay, and nowadays many companies are looking for cloud network engineers. Okay, cloud network engineers. Okay, so in my batch, we have designed our program in such a way that you can apply for network enterprise. Okay, you can apply for service provider engineer, you can apply for TAC engineer, and in future, after learning some AWS or something with this combo, you can apply for cloud engineer. So let's talk about what we are going to cover in this program. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is a combination of CCNA, CCNP, and RC. What is this NRC? So it means advanced routing. Okay, it means advanced routers configuration, advanced router configuration. In short form, like I can write here. We'll cover network fundamental, IP addressing in detail. We will learn how to configure the routers. Okay, after that, we will be covering more into like TAC engineer interview. So we will be covering ARP, UDP, IP header, ICMP, ping, okay, TCP, FTP, DHCP, DNS. And if you see these topics, just search these topics on naukri.com or any job portal. You will see there are a lot of job opportunities right now. Okay, so why does NTP work on switch, on my switch, when it goes through a router to another router, that is NTP master? Yeah, the main device is NTP master and other are NTP clients. Okay, so after that we will be going to cover the level 3. Okay, in the level 3 we will be preparing for you for enterprise. Okay, so enterprise means you are going to learn VLAN, trunk, inter VLAN. So these topics are very important because you are going to configure the switching. Okay, switching part. So you will be going to learn ether channel. Like what is ether channel? Like there is a company switches and they connect multiple links. Okay, so multiple connections are connected between switch 1, switch 2, and you want to bundle these links. इनको आपने बंडल में बिल्ड करना है. Okay, you want to create a bundle in these ports. Okay, that is called ether channel. Okay, so CDP, LLDP, this is a neighbor discovery protocols, and we are going to learn about wireless Okay, we will be going to discuss about virtualization, cloud, okay, automation, cost. So few topics are like just an overview. Okay, so they are not in too much detail, but they are good enough so that you can give answers in interview. Okay, but the most, so here you cover three levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, and you will be fully ready with the basics. Okay, तो यहाँ पर आपको मिल गया समझ लो, लाइक आइकन अच्छा नहीं मिल रहा कोई. Okay, so but you just completed the star, like you got 1 star, like you cover the first level, level 1, level 2, level 3. This is like normal level. You will be going to get a normal job. Okay, you can't crack big interviews. Okay, or so what we did here, because in CCNA it is not there, this is why we are creating a combo. So after that, you are going to learn ACL, NAT, and NTP. Okay, so you will be covering ACL, access control list, how to block websites, NAT, network address translation, how all companies today in the world are connecting their offices with internet. Okay, so consider this is the design right now you have. Okay, and this is a router, and this router is connected with internet. Okay, so all these computers in your company, all these computers, okay, they all have one address. They are called private addresses. Okay, so they all have addresses in the range of I private addresses. Okay, so private addresses are free. Okay, so they are free, but how to go to internet, because you need a paid address. Okay, public address which is paid, because you are going to pay for the internet connection. So this private address we will be converting into this public address, so that you can go to google.com, facebook.com, or whatever, because you cannot access, okay, you cannot access internet. आप internet पे नहीं जा सकते. You can't go to internet without public IP. Okay, you need a public IP, and converting the private IP into public IP is called NAT. Okay, so this is also we are going to cover, and this is we are going to cover in the real industry scenario, not just basic theory I'll be teaching. We will be covering the NAT in such a way that you understand how the companies are actually connecting. After that, we are going to cover network time protocol. Okay, because in all the companies, like all these devices have a time which is called like clock, right? So your computer right now is showing you 10:46 in India. Okay, maybe in a different country it is showing you some different time. So suppose this internet connection goes down, okay, and you need to check when this internet connection goes down. Okay, so maybe this switch is showing you some different timing. Okay, maybe it is showing you 10:45. This switch is showing you internet went down at 10:50. Okay, but actually the internet went down on 10:46. So if you have different timings on all devices, you will not have the proper logs. What is logs? Like you, like all the companies or IT departments, they check the logs and troubleshoot problem. अगर कोई भी दिक्कत आती है कंपनी में, तो लॉग से ही पता चलता है कि क्या गड़बड़ हुई है. ओके, तो लॉग्स आर जस्ट गोइंग टू हेल्प आईटी इंजीनियर्स टू चेक व्हाट वाज द इशू एंड व्हेन व्हाई दिस इंटरनेट वेंट डाउन. तो वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, लाइक वी नीड टू हैव द सेम टाइमिंग ऑन ऑल द डिवाइसेस. हमें हर डिवाइस पे सेम टाइमिंग करना है. ओके, वी नीड सेम टाइमिंग ऑन ऑल द डिवाइसेस. So this is why we use a network time protocol, so that all my network devices, all my Linux servers, okay, all my computers, all these are going to be on the same time with the help of network time protocol. Okay. Okay, one thing more, guys. Some guys have question. So there are two type of engineers. If you are a fresher, okay, आपको अगर लगता है कि नेटवर्क इंजीनियर केबलें बिछा रहा है तो गलत है वो. Okay, so there are two types of engineers in networking. One are called network engineer technician. Okay, so network engineers. Okay, I'll write the short form NW, and there are few guys which are network technicians. Okay, so network technicians. So network technicians are responsible for like cabling. They are responsible for connecting patch panels. Okay, like same cabling structure cabling is called patch panel in short. Patch panels are, you can search on Google what is patch panel. Okay, connectors, okay, fixing the wires. Okay, so all these things are done by network technicians. Okay, so network engineers are mainly used for configuration. Okay, troubleshooting, like when the any problem comes, you are going to troubleshoot the problem. Configuration, you will be going to design the company network, you are going to manage the company network, or monitor the network properly. So these are the responsibilities of network engineers, and these are the responsibilities of network technician. So they are called, sometimes in some companies they are called network engineers, but that is wrong. Okay, so in short, like suppose if any company is hiring for IT engineer, they can ask you anything, right? They can ask, maybe they will give you good work also. They can give you some small kind of work also, because IT engineer is a general word. The same way network engineer is a general word. Some companies will hire you, but they will give you some cabling work. So always read job descriptions. Do not become network technician on the basis of like you applying for a network engineer. Okay, so this job role, job description जो होता है वो पढ़ना जरूरी है आपको. Do not look for job designation. Okay, so this course is purely for network engineers, but I'll definitely discuss what is cabling, what is patch panel connector. But obviously, we are not going to make you technicians, okay? Because their salaries, at least in India, it's not up to the mark. That's why we lot of people who are technicians, they also join our courses so that they can become the industry network engineer. Okay, so coming back to the topic, we will cover day 13, 14, 15. We will cover like how to configure security, how to configure private to public IP conversion, which is NAT. Then we will be going to cover some monitoring tools like simple network management protocol and all. Okay. Also, after that, we will be covering EIGRP, like how routers are connecting with each other, how in the company multiple branch offices share information with each other. तो कैसे बहुत सारी ब्रांचेस ऑफिस ऑफिस में आपकी कनेक्ट होती हैं. And this is not just basic EAGRP. We will be going to cover EAGRP for almost 8 to 10 hours. Okay, it is going to be in much detail because you are going to configure all these things in the EAGRP, because EAGRP is the main topic. After that, we are going to cover OSPF in detail. Okay, so almost again 8 to 10 hours we are going to learn OSPF. Okay, and after that, like we will be covering these topics like BGP, advanced level 3. So can you see there are 3 levels we designed. The first level, you are going to cover the network fundamentals. Okay, and not just fundamentals, you are going to learn the TAC engineer things also. You are able to learn the network. You will be able to clear the TAC engineer interviews. So this is level 1, which is like completion of one level. Then you go to the advanced level, and then you go to the advanced level 3, which is like advanced knowledge, like BGP. Okay, you are going to learn all the things of BGP, like almost again 10 to 12 hours of BGP or more than that. Okay, after that, we will be going to learn IPv6. Okay, then we will be going to have a class on MPLS, how you can configure the big kind of these kind of scenarios. Okay, and then we will be talking about DMVPN, and we will be also covering these some small topics like NetFlow, DNA and all. So this is how you are going to learn. Okay, so this is the course content. You can contact Networkings, they will give you this brochure also. Okay, so there are a lot of technical videos on our channel. You can see how I teach or how like networking trainers are teaching. So we'll be sharing you the industry knowledge. And this is the website. You can go to nwkings.com and you can fill the form, and my team will get back to you by tomorrow. Okay. And if you want to WhatsApp, this is the number. You can WhatsApp my team also. Okay. So this information is flashing on your screen. Okay, so the total duration of this batch is around 4 to 5 months. Okay, I do not rush. Okay, I always go in a slow pace. Okay, हम आराम से कोर्स करेंगे, like कोई जल्दी नहीं है. That we will not rush in this batch. Will go smoothly. Like we are going to learn most of the topics. Okay, 4 to 5 months. And then after this batch, I do not say that just stop learning, because here you learn CCNA, CCNP. Okay, I will also recommend you after this batch, learn firewall. Okay, that firewall batch also you can join at networking. Okay, so either you join the CCNA, CCNP combo, or you can join all three together also, but you can't understand firewall before CCNA. So you need to follow CCNA, then CCNP, and then you will be able to learn firewalls easily. Okay, firewall is very important topic nowadays. Okay, so how is job opportunities and growth as an it? No, we have already discussed a lot of things on this channel. You can just type career guidance networkings. You will get to know a lot of things. There are a lot of job opportunities. Okay, and many people are moving to like networking plus cloud also. Okay, so you can start your learning in networking, and after that slowly you migrate into cloud also. Okay, or you can become a cloud network engineer also. Many people are uh, becoming this cloud network engineer also. So this was the labs I was showing you. Okay, so you will be able to do these kind of labs at networkings. Okay, so you just need to turn on the devices and you will be able to configure all the devices from here. Okay, so this is not just one lab. Okay, we will give you 100 plus labs where you just open the lab. Okay, and you just start doing the configuration. Okay, so big labs, like a lot of big router and switches are going to, these are the topics. Like already you can see, if I go to routing section, okay, so this is the same login you are going to get, and you can see all the things are mentioned here. So suppose you are going to learn all the topics of routing, you click on the routing and you see inside routing you will have a lot of labs. Okay, like Cisco multi-area lab, or EAGRP lab, or IPv6 basic lab, default routing lab, static routing lab, EAGRP lab. Okay, so we will start from very beginning and to the advanced level. So you can see lab 22, 25, 26, 27, and we will be giving you like two guides, one for CCNA also. You can start preparing for your theory, and also all the configurations what we do, we will give you all the commands also. Okay, so you can see what command you have to enter. Okay, so all the commands, what devices you have to configure, all these things will be shared with you. Okay, we have seen a lot of people who are taking batch even in international market. People are not giving interactive classes. Okay, because live interaction is very important. Because if you taking the live batches and if you are not clearing your doubts, then what is the use of that? Okay, so what we will give you in this batch, we will give you real work experience. So what is real work experience? Because I'm from industry, I got around 11 years of experience. We will be going to give you the labs in such a way that you will feel like, yes, I got the real work experience. Like we will be giving you a lot of labs. Okay, आपको बहुत सारे lab देंगे. Okay, we will be also helping you in the career guidance, how to apply jobs and all. Okay, so I keep always like this is like right now only one session. Just imagine if you are going to with me for next 4 to 5 months, how many things you are going to learn from me. Not just a technical overall career guidance, that how you can become a network engineer at good companies, because I cracked the interviews of big companies. You can check my LinkedIn account. Okay, so I worked for Apple, I worked for Juniper Networks. Okay, and also I worked for this TCS also, Tata Consultancy. Okay, so live sessions and mentorship. This is what I want to tell you. Maybe many people can give you live session, but um, I think I got good experience in giving mentorship also, where we can help you to build your career. Okay, you will be going to get a certificate also that you worked on some real projects. Okay, and also definitely career guidance is way more important than technical guidance. And also, you if you do not want to just waste your time by self learning, because many people they just spend a lot of time, months, years to just learn the basics of networking or just a CCNA. So in this batch you will be fully fledged ready for CCNA CCNP, and all the live classes are recorded. Okay, so you will be going to get this book. This book is already written by us, Networkings. Okay, so from the beginning you can see colorful book. Okay, so that you never get bored. Okay, so that on every page, like you will see some interesting topics, like how to configure a router, how to configure a switch. Okay, all these things will be shared with you, and you can take a printout of these books also. And we will try to also share these notes on the first day itself when you join the batch. Okay, so we will be also sharing some kind of advanced content, which is my CCNP lab guides. Okay, so this is the lab guide of CCNP, where all the notes material will be shared by us. Okay, so you can see how to configure OSPF, how to configure stateless auto configuration. So everything in the practical. Okay. Yeah, all the things, EVNG, GNS3, packet tracer, we'll discuss all these things. Okay, but most important, we do not want you to waste your time. Do not waste your time in just installing the software. We will be giving you lab access for 6 months. तो आपके पास 6 महीने का लैब एक्सेस रहने वाला है, एंड दिस बैच इज गोइंग टू बी 4 to 5 months, एंड यू विल बी गेटिंग अ लैब एक्सेस टिल 6 months, एंड दैट्स अ बिग like almost 180 days. Okay, and that is like in with the batch. Okay, so this is how we are going to prepare you for CCNA CCNP, and within 4 5 months I think you will be having very good knowledge. You can check our you can go to networkings, and you can search for any topic if you want to learn also in YouTube. But in YouTube we have almost a 30% content, let me tell you honestly. So in YouTube we have around 30 40% of content, but if you need, because CCNA CCNP, all these batches are like 50 to 50, like this batch is going to be 120 hours. So 120 hours of knowledge, like definitely in YouTube also there are a lot of videos. You can always learn in YouTube for just refresh your knowledge. We are creating animation content day by day also. Okay, so that you can learn in a more effective way. We are the first company, I think, in the world who is creating the animation content of IT networking. Maybe there are people who are covering basics of IT networking, but we are the one who are preparing for animation videos of BGP kind of topics also. You can check, like there are hardly anyone who are creating this kind of content, and we will be creating some exclusive content for our students also. Okay, so that will be shared with the students and with the guys who are also joining our YouTube membership. Okay, so you can check the YouTube membership also, where we will give you some premium content today itself. So if you have already done CCNA CCNP, okay, but you just need some premium content to revise your topics. Okay, so we keep uploading the advanced knowledge. So you can see like 90 minutes video on subnetting. Okay, also one video is coming for the members, one video is coming for the members. Okay, so you can see members only will be shared with the members. So, uh, so that's the point. Like we are putting our hard work. So obviously, just getting, like you are going to get definitely value for the money content. Okay, so that's your choice. Like we are not asking you to pay. So simple fact is that there are a lot of topics. Some guys are thinking that networking is just asking for money. Obviously, when we bring engineers, they definitely need salary, right? Suppose you teach with us. Suppose you got a good knowledge, and you are already working for a big company. But yes, networking has already done very great work. Like you can see lot of free videos also available on YouTube. You can always watch these videos. And there are few full course videos also. Like according to YouTube, it is full course, but actually like uh, like you can see there are like 9-10 hours of video only on CCNA. Can you see that? So this covers around 9 hours of CCNA content. Okay, what I'll be teaching in the live batch, but the only advantage, you can ask doubts in the live. And also this is just a 10 hours, 15 hours. But in real world, what you are going to learn from me, it is going to be more than 100 plus hours of content. Okay. So that's whatever you pay, whatever you get. Simple fact is that. Okay. Free is also good. Okay. But premium is premium. Simple is that. Okay. So because in live you get a lab access also, because without lab you can't learn so much. Without lab guides you can't learn so much. Okay, so live classes plus lab access plus career guidance. Okay, career guidance is way more important than anything. Okay, so thank you all for this. CCNA, Palo Alto, whatever batch you guys want to join, you can contact networkings. We do not just teach CCNA, CCNP. We have a lot of other programs like cyber security. Okay, like you can become a cloud engineer, you can become a cyber security engineer. Okay, there are a lot of information on the website. Okay, so if you want to explore our website, you can watch this. Okay, and also if you are dicey, okay, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि यार अभी like I definitely need to see the quality of the content. Okay, so what I'll do here, like I'll give you some uh, link where you can see our free courses as well. Okay, so there is a website where you can see the network plus CompTIA fundamental free. Okay, so there are you can go for basic IT program CompTIA network plus for free. So let me share this free link with also, so that you can start at least your career. Okay, so let me share free course because you all joined the live session. So those who are watching video, always keep checking the notification from networkings and come in the live sessions so that we can share some free courses with you also. Okay. So thank you all for joining this live session. Thank you all. Bye bye. And if anybody is really interested to join my batch, they can WhatsApp on the number what we have already shared. Okay. So the easy process to get admission in my batch, WhatsApp my team. WhatsApp admission, because we do not want you to waste our time or your time. So those who are interested, they can directly contact via WhatsApp, because that is a easy way to contact directly rather than you put an email, then we'll reply you. So it's better to just connect. And if you feel like it is good for you, then join. Okay. Bye bye.